So for today's sports analytic, I'm going to be doing it on a penalty kick. So in a penalty kick, the referee will usually blow the whistle, point to where you need to go, and you need to place the ball on, it has to be touching the line. The ball can be in front of the line, it can be in back of the line, but as long as it's touching the line, it's fine. And you are not to kick the ball until the referee blows the whistle for the okay. So once he blows the whistle, you need to, or before he even blows a whistle, you need to know where you're going. You can't change your mind at the last minute. You have to choose a side and go to that side. So once you choose your side, you kind of have to look at the goalie, maybe intimidate her. And before you even shoot, you have to be accurate. You need to know if you're going to the left, you need to go for the deep corner. If you're going for the top right, you need to go for the deep top right. It's always accuracy before power, because you can kick a ball super hard, but if you kick it right to the goalie, there's no point in doing it, which is why you need to do accuracy before power. So you need to shoot it to the deep corners. So as you will see in the example, I chose the right side, well, my right side, which is the goalie's left side, because goalies usually tend to have a weak left arm if they're righties. So if she were to reach out for the ball in the corner, chances are her hand is going to be too weak to actually stop the ball, meaning it'll kind of just break through her fingers. But also, to make sure if she is strong enough, I made sure to put a little bit of power behind the ball, because if she does get her hand out there, I want the ball to be able to break through her fingers. And as you saw, I did put the ball on the mark. Sometimes the marks have dents or holes where it's been like stepped on so much, so it's good to choose the higher part, because you don't want the ball to like sit in the hole and then when you kick it, it'll kind of bounce up. And also, another thing people have issue with is sometimes people tend to hit the ball too low, which causes the ball to fly up. So you need to make sure that you hit the ball directly in the center so that it can stay down. But if you are choosing to kick it to a higher corner, you need to make sure you hit the ball in the like probably about 1.5 inches below, so that it'll go up but it won't fly over the goal completely. So whenever I did it right now, I did hit the corner. As you saw, it hit the post, which is considered the corner, and it bounced back. So what I could have done a little better is probably put a little more speed behind the ball, but I've always been that you don't have to put speed behind the ball if you're accurate enough, because if you're accurate, there's no way a goalie isn't going to be able to jump all the way to that corner and stop the ball. And as also another thing is, if you are going up for a corner kick, don't second guess yourself and change the direction at the end, because chances are is from changing your direction again while you're mid kick, you're gonna hesitate again and you'll probably miss. So even in soccer, I was a captain on the team, which is I was very verbal, and I would communicate with the girls. So every time the girls would come up, I would make sure I'd tell them accuracy before power, because like I said, it doesn't matter how hard you kick the ball if you're going to kick it right to the goalie. And another thing I would kind of tell them to do is, penalties are known to be a calm situation. Everyone quiets down. The odds of a goalie blocking a kick is very slim, because you have a single girl and there's like 100 or like a bunch of different places in the goal you can kick it. You can kick it the top corners, bottom corners. You can kick it in the middle towards the post. You can keep them down. You can kick them up. There's so many different ways you can kick a penalty. So one of the things I do tell the girls, accuracy before power, and I tell them to calm down, because these situations are things that they're everyday things. If you can shoot a goal while you have 5 to 10 girls running after you and a goalie in front of you, then there's no reason you should miss a penalty kick with a single girl when you're 15 yards away from them. So on that last example, as you saw, I put a little more speed behind the ball, but the consequences of that is there wasn't as much accuracy. So things that cause that inaccuracy is usually your foot placement. So when you go up to the ball, you're supposed to put your planting foot is supposed to be about 6 inches from the ball, and you're supposed to kick clean through the ball. If you lean back, it causes the ball to go up. So it's good to either kind of lean a little back or you lean over the ball. If you lean over the ball with your chest over the ball, that'll keep the ball down. So on the last one, I did put more speed, and as you saw, there was less accuracy. But if a goalie were to have gotten her hand there, it probably would have broken through the goalie's hand, because you saw how it got stuck in the fence as well. So the penalty kick, people, it is a huge thing in soccer games because it can either make or break a game. But there are also things that it takes simple skill, and it's all in the mind, because you need to stay calm, think about where you're going, stick to where you're going, and you can't let the goalie get in your head.